Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. So today I have a Spyderco Para3. Now this is going to be a simple mod. I'm not really going to do too much to it. I already installed some black hardware. I forgot to do a recording on replacing the hardware, but I'll leave a link down below where you guys can pick yourself up a set of the all black hardware, including the lanyard tube. Everything's pretty much blacked out, even the stop pin and the standoff there in the back. So basically with this knife I just want to etch and stonewash the blade, which is in S45VN, so you guys can see right there. I'm gonna crown the spine of the blade, which I think is gonna look really good, and it also feels really good in hand. And I've basically done a similar mod for a customer a while back on his Para3. I'll leave a link up to that video somewhere up here in the corner. You guys can check that out if you guys haven't seen it already. But I will be leaving the scales alone because, as you guys know, I am not yet ready or capable of doing scales that have recessed liners. Working on getting that CNC or some sort of tool that will make my life a little bit easier. But I kind of wanted to keep it a all black themed Spyderco Para3. So with etching the blade, I'm going to etch the liners as well. And then the original pocket clip, I'm just going to get rid of it and create a new pocket clip out of some fat carbon black camo. You guys have seen that being used on this channel for a little bit or a few times already. So that's what I'm going to be doing with the pocket clip. So it'll have a very nice look to it. And I'm going to try and make the pocket clip pretty simple, unique but simple, to where if someone were to carry it tip down, they have that option, and then obviously left-hand carry. So I'm going to keep it to where it'll function in any setup or orientation that the user wants to use it for. So now that we talked about it a little bit, let's take this thing apart and see what we got going on the inside. Alright, so here it is all taken apart, and one plus side to replacing the hardware, if you can get out the original lanyard tube. I'm sure you Spyderco fans out there know exactly what I'm talking about, but the plus side to it is the new one's just, I mean, in and out. Look at that, just super easy. So I highly recommend the Lanyard Removal Tool, which was sent in by support of the channel. So I just wanted to thank Green Eggs and Ham. I believe he has a YouTube channel as well. I'll leave a link down to his channel. And again, just a shout out and thank you for sending this tool in. I'll leave the name of this tool up on screen and then a link down below where you can pick one up. But this makes life a lot easier. I did break the handle on top of here, but it still functions. But it is a great tool. It's a lifesaver taking out the original lanyard tube. But with that being said, let's get to customizing it. Alright, so here it is all finished, and we will start with the blade since I did etch and stone wash it. Very happy with the outcome. As you guys can see, very dark. Again, I just love a stone wash on a blade. I don't know what it is, but it just looks really, really good. Gave it a fresh sharpen, so this thing is razor sharp. One thing about etching these blades on the Spydercos is that the logos, or the lettering, is always, it just shows up really, really well, and it darkens as well. Same with the Spyder logo. Signature, and then Colorado, US made. I just like the finish that it leaves behind when you etch it. I just think it looks really good. So there's that. And then I did etch and stone wash the liners. It wasn't too big of a difference, as you guys can see right there. Unfortunately, you don't really see this. You just see this a little bit. And same with the other side, but that is stone washed as well. And then my favorite part of this knife build was the pocket clip. Now the fat carbon black camo is just really, really cool. As you guys can see right there, I can just move this around, and it's just such an awesome material. Let me know what you guys think down below, but like I said, the coolest part I think is always underneath. As you can see right there, we have contact against the scale. Just has such a cool effect. I'm going to have to get some more of this material and do a knife that has fairly thick scales. That way I can create this groove, kind of like that, just a bump alongside the whole scale, and then just kind of get in there and create those grooves so that you can get this whole effect on a knife. I think it would just look so neat. But there's the pocket clip. One thing I wanted to mention, since pocket clips are so small, they actually take quite a bit of time. It even surprised me the first time I made a clip, but very, very time consuming. So I know it looks like it goes pretty quick in the customization part of the video, but I gotta say it's very, very time consuming, and that's only because of the size, and basically I have to get in such a tight area, and it's time consuming is what I'm trying to say. So very happy with that. So now that we talked about it, let's put it together just to see what this thing looks like all blacked out. Alright, so here it is all put together, and yeah, the almost all blacked out looks really good. And unfortunately I can't achieve that really black finish, but I am really happy with how this turned out. And the pocket clip looks really good on there. I just try to keep it a neutral look and design. That way you can switch off to any side you desire and you're good to go. And it wasn't centered, it's perfectly centered now, but all I did was use Metal Complex's method to centering of the blade. If I can find that video, I'll leave the link down below. If you guys are having trouble centering a blade, it works, I'd say 95% of the time. It's always worked for me with any knife. So I did have this issue, or I did have that issue with the this blade, but took care of it with that little trick. And let's check out the action. Action should be good since I fine-tuned it off screen, so flies right out. Drop shed is real nice. It's got that lovely bounce, and it shouldn't have any blade play. So yeah, very little blade play. I can feel a little bit, but I can always mess with that later. Not a problem. And one thing I forgot to mention was the crowned spine that I put on here actually feels really good. And it's a very subtle touch, but you can see right there it rolls over on both sides. And again, when you're putting your thumb on there or your finger, it's more pleasant to the touch. You don't have to feel those sharp edges. Alright, I'm pretty happy with it. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm actually going to put this up for sale on my Instagram, so we'll see it happens. But yeah, that pocket clip is just something else. Not because of the pocket clip, but because of the cool pattern that Fat Carbon has put on there. And another small touch I put on the pocket clip was I put two little grooves right here. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. Let me see if I can get that for you guys. But put two little grooves, one right here and one right there, just to give it a little bit of character and give that pattern more room to do its thing, which I think it does a really good job. There it is. I can pick it up. There we go. Those little grooves. But I think it goes very well with it. I kind of did the same pocket clip that I did on the Spyderco Ambitious giveaway knife. I did that one in all brass. I'll leave a link up to that video if you guys haven't seen it already, but kind of took the same inspiration from that mod job. So that's pretty much it. That's kind of what I wanted to do for a while with this Para3. So it is finished now, the all blacked out look, or as close as I could get it. But it is said and done. Again, let me know down below what you guys think. And I appreciate you guys watching, appreciate the support. And I will see you guys on the next one.